guys, here is our second episode.
Yeah.
This is a continuation for the other episode, and as we promised, we are going to delve deeper into the icons.
Yeah.
So before that, welcome to another episode of the Shieldcast podcast. This is your ultimate source for everything cybersecurity, brought to you by Coding and Kahawa and Funlinks Entertainment.
Yeah.
My name is George Dongo, and I am a host at the Shieldcast podcast. I am a software engineer. I think I should just write this. Anyway, I'm a software engineer, I'm a security researcher, and I am your host here at Shieldcast podcast. And so, Kevin.
Yeah, it's a pleasure meeting you again. Thank you for those who have been following us throughout the times. Remember from the times we are doing audio from last year. Yeah, we say a big thank you to all of you. Continue sharing, following, and subscribing. So my name is Kevin Mugo. I'm a cybersecurity consultant and also into the big data field. Doing research here and there. It's been a good journey so far in the industry.
And as we say, the journey, the community has been there with you. The Kahao community has been there with you through all the stages of your journey.
True.
Yeah, so anyway, let us just dive deep into the topic of the day, the icons of cybersecurity.
I think in the end of the previous episode, we said that we'll focus on a person whose life was more of a movie, and who else? So when you talk about McAfee, what do you think about?
Yeah, the antivirus, just
the
like
antivirus. Yeah. So what about if we tell you that McAfee was also a person, but above the,
quite unbelievable.
Above the, I think Netflix should do a movie about him. I think they did for El Chapo and but anyways, that's how it is. This is a person who was born in England and had a very tough childhood life. I think the dad passed on at 15, was brought up by a single mom, but that did not break him down. He still held on into the field. And I think his kickoff in the tech industry is what made him to shoot higher and higher, especially in the innovations that he brought up, especially the McAfee antivirus itself.
So with regards to what kickstarted his career, we saw that Kaspersky, it was more of an accident. We see but the majority of these people, they had an incident, whether it's a virus attacking their computer. We saw it with the cascade of antivirus for
Eugene.
For Eugene. So maybe let us go and how did his career kickstart with regards to cybersecurity and the real?
So for his career, it started 3 years before. Eugene Kaspersky. That was now in for Kaspersky was 1989, I think. So for McAfee was in 1986. That's when he was hit by a virus. So he decided to sit down, dissect, just as Eugene did, and that's how we landed into that field. But still on the same. Initially, he had the blood of a businessman and a programmer. So finding a person with both traits, it's a good thing. I think for programmers, it's more of you're good at code, but presentation, the rest. But he was an all-rounded person, and he decided to take all of them up together through the innovation that he found in this. And I think his career was also promising. Which company did he start off?
So with regards to, we see his career going off rails at some point, because similar to Eugene, you see him founding a company and the company growing bigger than his name.
So also it's the same for McAfee, but he started off with the 8 to 5, but later on went into he went into NASA as a programmer, and then from there he decided to quit, start off a company. But later Intel came and purchased it for about $7 billion. So it's a clear indicator that he had nurtured it to a very high level, because if someone is giving you $7 billion, I want your brand. It's something that shows how responsible he was and how powerful he was in the business sector.
we later see that he went into cryptocurrency. I think the rain started beating him over there.
That was his biggest mistake. But regardless of cryptocurrency, his businesses grew so big such that they all got into the stock market. I think he also ventured into biochemistry. What else? Biochemistry, cryptocurrency, and something else. So that's when he was able to like find that was in around 2000. That was when he like fell into depression, you know, the way you've taken a lot of years to build something and then it just rapidly crashes like it was never there.
So I think he was later it was an unfortunate turn of events later in his life after he ventured into yoga and other ventures.
Yoga.
It was yoga, cryptocurrency, and
biochemistry.
So I think as you said, that was the biggest mistake of his life. Because we later come to see him like have a very bad ending towards the end. Because they all goes chase with the police and then it doesn't end really well for him.
I think at some point he was suspected for attempted murder for his neighbor, and then that was when he went low-key underwaters. He got arrested. He went to prison in Spain. That's a prison near Barcelona. I think it was called Esteves. Those names. Maybe if there's someone from those side watching us can give us the correct pronunciation. Saint Esteves, something of the sort. So that's where he got arrested. But he was later on about to be released. But I think was it on the previous day before he got released, another issue came up. That was
before he was extradited
back to US. The fact was he did not pay his taxes. So there was a tax crime case waiting for him on that side. And I don't know how huge those tax crimes were. He decided to commit suicide. He was just found hanged. Like he had not really found hanged, but he had hanged himself. So the family from there tried to call for an autopsy, this, that, the other, because it was their most great belief that this person did not commit attempted murder. Because if he survived something like that 2000 stock crash, what is tax?
What is tax? Why be afraid to be extradited to the United States? But anyway, maybe he got scared of the result. Maybe he will face life imprisonment and maybe resulted to
I don't think the US laws with tax are that much stringent, but what I know is that there's a huge follow-up on how taxes are managed, how you get your funds, your salaries, your jobs, you know, because like if you initialize a huge transaction, someone will be on the lookout. What is that money for?
Anyway, a very great icon in the field.
True.
And it's a very sad ending for maybe such an icon to commit suicide. And I think the autopsy could have maybe been processed and we could have known more. But anyway, that is our first icon for this episode, and we're going to delve deep into another icon. So I think we go to Katie Musori's.
Women in tech.
On to the next, as you said, women in tech. So I think even the last two we are going to major on women.
Let's at least create that balance. 3 for the past 2 episodes, 3 ladies, 3 gentlemen.
3 gentlemen. I didn't even notice. But anyway, Katie Musori.
A very interesting name. But she's of an American origin with over 20 years in the cybersecurity field. With experience, especially when it comes to incident response, vulnerability disclosure. There's also bug bounty, and also she was also a CEO of the Luta Security.
Exactly. So Luta Security is a vulnerability disclosure firm working with other companies. And as we hear in her story, she measured more on bug bounties, and she has been a pioneer in bug bounties.
I think when you talk about bug bounty, it's like, you know, like the NFS bounty. Maybe you've done that race that came. It's like when if you achieve something, you are paid some amount. For example, if you realize the government has a problem with its system, let's say citizen, you report and then maybe you're given some fine check. I'm not sure whether the Kenyan government has such a program.
An independent one, I don't think so. Of which I think it's maybe a call to action. I
think we should advocate.
Maybe an organization should set up. I don't know. I don't want to mention because I'm not sure, but I think it's a very big opportunity to set up a private, maybe a bug bounty platform. Yeah, because I know we have gurus here.
Yeah, true, and they are very underrated, of course. We have big names in the country, but we'll feature them very soon with time. So one thing about Katie is the fact that she has been able to be a very powerful giant because she was able to consult for various governments and well-known international organizations. And her success over the years has brought up security in a very good way because history speaks for itself. She has a very powerful portfolio she has maintained, and that's one thing I like about her.
Yeah, so about her achievements at
Microsoft. Yeah.
She started
a bug bounty program over there.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah. And then now from there, that's when she came up with the Hack the Pentagon bug bounty. So it's more of, if you can hack the Pentagon, come over, tell us how did you do it. We'll pocket you.
And improve the field.
I remember some time when our deputy president was saying that if you have a good way of running the finances for the government, come forward and then we will show you. So I think if the government can take up finance, especially that route, I don't know whether it was a serious remark, but it seemed so. I think they should also explore the same with cybersecurity.
Yeah, so with regards to that, she worked with the Department of Defense, to try and improve the security of the information security. That's it led her to establish the Hack the Pentagon.
And if you'd see someone playing huge roles, her reputation is well built, and she's doing a lot for the country. It requires some good level of strength. Besides that,
other roles,
she was also able to become a member of NIST. This is one of the most powerful bodies when it comes to cybersecurity, and trust you me, I've read a few NIST frameworks, especially 27001. There's one for networks, there's one for passwords, there's one for vulnerability disclosure, of which I think it was the version 29147 that focuses on vulnerability disclosure. So for instance, if I'm able to find a vulnerability in a government system, what procedure am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to create a new hashtag, hack this is how I did? Like the way we had some haste some time back. If this person who discovered the way they would be able to haste this organization, it trended, but at least that culture ended. I think things are happening here and there. At least security is improving. So if these people who came up with this haste were able to be taught about vulnerability disclosure according to the framework that KT contributed to, I think Kenya would be at a far or a better position.
So I think she is a founder. I think she is holding another role at the Pay Equity Now Foundation.
Which is that?
Pay Equity Now Foundation. Let me just pull it. She went ahead and established the Anuncia Donesia song, more of related to gender equality and all. You see how the ladies in the field are coming and supporting other ladies.
Women in tech.
The lab was for gender and economic equity at Penn State Law in University Park. So more of one of the initiatives to support women. Women for women.
It's good when you have the opportunity to lift a friend, just do it. Because the space for success is very big. Also, she's a very good scholar, maybe with Massachusetts Information Technology, that's MIT. And a big shout out to that university, because you'll be able to see a lot of people. And one of the mentors who came up, inspired us to come up with this podcast, Lex Friedman. He inspired us a lot. So MIT is a very good place to go.
As we end up on Katie, awards, top 50 women in tech.
Sure. That was back in 2018. That was when she was able to receive that award. And I think there was an African award that was held a few weeks ago, and I think in that list we had our very own Kenyan. We have 2 or 3 of them. 2 of them are very close friends. That's Nancy Muridhi and Evelyn Kasina. So a big shout out to them. So for the splendid work that they're representing our country, and kudos to them for the job well done.
Thank you. With regard to that, I think very big shout out to them. And also top 50 women in tech, and as you mentioned Africa, I think that points the direction on to our next icon, because we're kind of coming focusing on 2 things, a woman and she's African. She has done very, very great works in the field of cybersecurity.
I think ladies are more of the white hats, but going the professional way and booming. But men, some crime here and there, but and also for McAfee. I think Eugene was the only one who put it clean, received awards, and still in the game to date. So it doesn't have to be ethical. Just be ethical, do your best, display your work,
secure the networks.
The rest will follow.
Anyway, with that, let us proceed to our next icon. I think she is very inspirational with regard to African women and also women in tech, and especially women in cybersecurity. The last lady we are going to talk about, Miss Confidence Staveley. A lady who has been in the headlines for a very long time. And a Nigerian lady.
At least we have an African on the list.
I think she's a very she's an incredible lady, and her works are maybe very, very familiar to everyone in the cybersecurity industry, especially in Africa.
True. The way she has tried to impact women in tech, especially those who are new, those who may be finding it challenging, hindrances here and there, various reasons, personal issues. At least she's a mentor who's been trying to bring people up.
We say that her career didn't start in cybersecurity.
I think initially her parents wanted her to pursue medicine.
Just like me.
So what happens is that you see, like the way students, or other, maybe if they have finished high school, so you're told to wait for some months before you get admitted into campus and the rest. There's that gap. So she thought, instead of staying idle, why don't I take up, you said, like they do computer packages, like the normal guy in class. So that's what happened. But then along the way she got interested with that, and then secretly or under the waters she went for some diploma, like she now got into programming. But then at the back of the parents' mind, they still wanted her to do programming. I think maybe there was, you see, like those in-house battles. I want you to become a doctor. No, I want to do become, like those. But eventually she prevailed. And then now she did an advanced diploma in software engineering. So she decided to go the long way instead of just going directly into the degree.
So we see her advancement in education. We see her doing her degree, in which I think she excelled very well in first class.
That was, I think, the masters. Where she got first class. And then from there she went into Bradford, where for her masters. That's why she did a masters, and that's why her taste for cybersecurity came up. And then after finishing up, she decided to launch the CyberSafe Foundation. Especially meant to empower women, that at least your careers can be in a good position.
So the CyberSafe Foundation, I think it is. I've heard a lot about it, especially its focus on empowering women and ladies in cybersecurity, to be specific. And her works have seen many ladies, especially also in Kenya, because I know a number of ladies who have benefited from the program, and it is a non-governmental organization which propels the ladies in cybersecurity and gives them education, mentoring, the technical and soft skills. Yeah, so I think it is a very good program, and accept admission. I think it opens annually.
Yeah.
And so if you are there and you are a lady, yeah, because I think the focus is on ladies. So
Yeah.
if you are interested in cyber security, the Cyber Safe Foundation, the applications opens annually.
Yeah, once per year.
Yeah, once per year. I don't know if they are open right now, but check out. It's a very good program. It's comprehensive, and me having to witness some of the ladies who have who the program has opened doors for them, I think I can advocate for the program.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really comprehensive one, and I think she's a very incredible lady because I met her.
Oh, yeah. She was once in Kenya.
Yeah, she was once in Kenya. I think last 2023 July. So it was I think it was a hackathon by Techstars, the venture capitalist.
Yeah.
And on Starting. So it was she was just like coaching people, yeah, because she ended up gifting some of her services to one of the groups. We didn't win, we were runners up, but I think the winners were given some of her services. And she's a really incredible lady. I got to interact with her, and she has a very good point of views with regards to even the go-to market we had to discuss with her. And yeah, it was a really good experience.
Yeah, it's great that once you meet such people, they leave a mark in your lives, so that even when you think of them, you become inspired naturally, that nothing can stop you. You need to like keep on moving. Yeah, the journey to success is not like that much straightforward. There'll be challenges, but it's through those challenges that some people are cut off along the way. But let's just keep holding, because what is ahead is way better than what was there previously, and I believe the road ahead for all of us in the tech space will be a good one.
Exactly, as Kevin puts it. And I think she went ahead, as we went up, she went ahead to be crowned as the cyber security woman of the world.
Oh.
Yeah, cyber security woman of the world. There were two nominees from Africa, one Judy Ngure, and now Confidence Staveley.
Oh, I think I know
I'm
Judy.
forgetting another African lady, my apologies, but she went ahead and won it. The award is by the ISC Square, the Information Security Certification Consortium.
Wow.
Yeah. So I believe that is a very great award, especially being it of the world, not even of Africa or Nigeria or anything. Yeah. She is a lady who has done incredible works in the realm of cybersecurity, and an inspiration to both ladies and gentlemen, both in Africa and beyond.
Sure.
Yeah, so as we wind up, I think that is it for this episode. If you see or you know someone that maybe you feel that we should have mentioned them, even yourself, I think one thing, you should always hold yourself with high regard. So even if you think yourself you should have been mentioned or you want to feature, you can always hit our social platforms or even our email. It is linked there. Yeah, but with that, I think we should
come to the end.
Yeah, come to the end of this episode.
Yeah,
and come to the end of the two-part episode.
Yeah, it's been a good trailer. Yeah, and you'll be able to deliver it well.
Yeah. So to our audience, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is, and also our Twitter page, that is Shieldcast, that is Shield_cast. Make sure to rate us on Spotify. Leave a comment on Twitter, and tag us if you want maybe to engage in the community, or maybe you want to feature in the show, or maybe you want to just say anything. Yeah, tag us, and we'll make sure that someone from our team will be with you shortly. So with that has been the Shieldcast podcast. Bye.
Goodbye for now.